Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Money Mindset Hub podcast. So, I am your host, Kyla Townsend, and I'm a money mindset coach for female entrepreneurs that are ready to eliminate their money blocks and monetize their genius. Wow. A couple of weeks we've had off the podcast. That was intentional because there was a lot of stuff going on in the background and I needed all my energy there. But something has shifted and I feel like it's time to go. Okay, let's move. So we are in June now, second half of the year. So, first off, before we dive into the episode and we talk about what money really is, I want to ask you, in the last 6 months, are you where you desired to be? Have you achieved the goals, the dreams, like gained real momentum towards what it is that you actually wanted to achieve this year in 2024? Now, if the answer is yes, that is amazing. And I'm so friggin' happy for you. If the answer is no, well, let's move, shall we? Let's pull up our sleeves. Let's get to work because there is still so much time, right? Time is an illusion. Time we get to create. We can also expand, and you can absolutely quantum leap into your next level by the end of the year. Okay, 6 months truly can change your life. That is all it takes. A decision is all that it takes, and you can do it because I have witnessed it for myself, for my clients. It gets to happen the moment you decide and you begin to release that resistance. Now, you're always going to feel resistance around those big goals, especially if it's pushing you to an edge, but that's where it gets the most exciting, okay? That is the exciting time where you get to decide, you get to pivot, you get to shift, you get to change, you get to evolve. And 6 months truly can change your whole friggin' life, okay? Okay. Whew. I hope I've set the stage. Let's move. Let's do this. And what we're going to talk about today is let's make a shit ton of money together. Okay. So today we're going to actually dive straight into what is money? Like, what the fuck is money really? Because this is something that, I mean, clearly I love talking about money, money mindset. Like, that is my jam. And the reason that I love it so much is because it's my own story, it's my own transformation. This is where it all came from. And I wish I had known all this stuff at the beginning of my life. Like, I wish I didn't have to wait till I was, late 20s to start figuring this out. But money is something that is so emotionally charged. Now, after today's episode, you honestly are going to have the feeling of, oh my God, why am I doing this to myself? I'm creating these perpetuating cycles around money when it actually has nothing to do with bloody money. Okay. So, money mindset work is something so deep rooted and so emotional. However, it doesn't need to be. And I know it can kind of be like this cryptic puzzle, and everyone's looking for the next key to like crack your bank account open, crack the code to wealth. And the path to prosperity is like, gets to be simple and easy. But the fact of the matter is that humans are just multifaceted human beings. We're very emotional beings, and that is just our brain. We're also wired for safety, innately wired for safety, but it doesn't have to be like that. And we get to be able to bring that safety to any part of our life. So let's talk about money, shall we? What is money? Money is literally a tool. It is a tool, like a pen. Now, is a pen good, bad? Is a pen evil? Is a pen really generous? Is a pen any of those things? No, it's a tool, just like money. But us humans have decided that we needed a universal tool to be able to exchange for goods and services instead of using salt or livestock, those sorts of things like we did back in the day when there was no such thing as money. Humans created money, a currency for exchange. That's it. And then what we also did, because we're incredible human beings and we are so emotionally driven, is we also actually attached our self-worth to the money, the dollars and the cents that we make, how much we have, how much we keep, how much we save, how much we spend. Literally, the list goes on. We made money mean that we're rich or poor, good or bad, worthy or unworthy. Money is a tool. So if you swap out the word money for pen, Think of money like it's actually a pen, all right? Pick it up. I don't have a pen next to me. It's over there, but think of money like a pen. If you lost a pen or you noticed you were running out of pens, what would you do? Would you just go find another pen? Would you just be resourceful about it? Actually get up, have a look. I'm sure you can find some more. There's always some lying around. Like they might be in your bag, they might be in your car. You would go and find a pen. You would go and find another one. Would you make losing your pen mean that you're a shitty person? That you're a poor person? That you're a bad person? That you're a guilty person? That you're not a generous person because, you can't find the pen? Absolutely not. You would actually get up and go do something about it. You would take action to go and find another bloody pen if that's what you needed. You wouldn't just sit there and wait and hope and be like, oh my God, I really hope that this pen just falls in my lap because it's what I need. Like I need a pen right now, okay? It's a tool. I need a tool to be able to do the things to write this note. All right, swap it out for money. All right, I need this money because then I'm actually able to invest in my business and then I'm able to grow it tenfold. And actually, the money is going to help me with the system that I need to create this course or offering that I'm providing to the world or get myself out there and reach more people. I need the money so that I can buy this podcast mic and this computer and this camera to be able to put myself out there to speak to the people, to help them, to serve, to be of service to others. Just like you need a pen. You need a pen to be able to write down things in your diary so it's not a total shit show and you're not running around like a headless chook going, what's today? What's tomorrow? Writing your shopping list, writing down notes, journaling out your limiting beliefs, whatever it is. You need a pen for a reason. It's a tool. It's a tool to get you to an end result, just like money. Now, when you lose a pen, do you go, oh my God, I've lost my pen. I need to do some healing around this. I need to get activated around this. I need to do some generational clearing around this bloody pen because I always seem to fall into this pattern where I just have no pen. It always feels like it's running out or it's lost and I can't find it and I can never attract it back and I must be just repelling these pens. No, you would not do that. You would not be like, oh my God, I'm not worthy of having a pen if you lost a pen or you notice that your pens were running out. You wouldn't think that you were unworthy because they were running out, okay? You wouldn't need to go do the activations, the healings, the clearings, all the things. And not shitting on any of that because I've done that stuff for sure. But it's never for the money, right? We do that kind of things with money because we feel like we need something or the decision for more is outside of ourselves. We feel like there must be a block. And sometimes your biggest block can be that you actually think that you have a block that has to be cleared in order for you to make the money that you desire to make, to earn the money, to keep the money, to hold the money, to grow the money. You think that there is always a block around it. You are one decision away from millions of dollars, one decision away from living your rich life, one decision away from feeling wealthy because wealth is a state of being. It is not a state of having. It's not about having all the things and all the material items and all these sorts of things. It's not. Being wealthy, feeling rich, feeling abundant, feelings, there are emotions and you get to tap into them. They're not something outside of you. So for money, like I said, we feel like we have to go and do all the things and all the activations and all the journaling because you just can't seem to have enough of it. Keeps running out. That scarcity loop, that dreaded scarcity loop. Now, none of that's wrong. You got to do what you got to do. But all those healings, those clearings, the activations, the journaling, the practices, all of that, they've got nothing to do with money. It has to do with you, your belief system, who you identify as, your own self-concept, your own personal evolution and identity, your internal shifts. It has to do with your worthiness, your self-trust, your confidence. All of those beautiful things, again, are tools, right? You know, the energy clearing, the abundance healings, the activations, the teachings, all this, listening to me right now. I'm hoping that this gives you a different perspective because money isn't something that we need to overanalyze. It's just like, right, I desire to have more money. So how am I going to do that? What's the way that feels the best for me and so authentic to me? Now, I know authentic gets thrown around, but we all have different desires. So I actually wanted to create a business around helping people with their money. initially started with helping people be able to manage their money, in their families, actually know what it's like to have money in their bank account, not spend every dollar, to actually have visibility and awareness of what's incoming, what's outgoing. And then it came across to business, and I started helping business owners do this, do all those same things, all those same practices, their behaviors. Shift your mindset, you shift your behaviors, you shift your results. But entrepreneurship is something that always resonated with me. It was always a passion of mine. So here we are. This is what I decided to do. And I could talk about this for hours, days, weeks, months, years. I've been here for years. So find the thing that you are like, this is what I want to give back to the world. Because the more of service that you are without any ulterior motive, like if you're doing something or starting a business for money, that's so repelling for money. We want to actually be able to attract it. The most abundant, wealthy, rich, gorgeous people in the world are the ones that are creating something so much bigger than them from the pureness of their heart. Their intentions are good. I believe in karma. I do. I believe what you put out is what you get back. So if you're not doing something that's with pure intention to just be of service, like if you wouldn't spend all your time doing it for free, it's probably not for you. Now, I'm not saying do everything for free, okay? But the thing that you are here to do, how you are here to give back to society, the world, and make a change and build a legacy is through the thing that you would do for nothing just because you love it. That's your thing. That's your clarity right there. That's what you're supposed to do. It feels so good. It doesn't feel like work. And you know what? You can monetize that. Action takers are the money makers, not the ones that hope and wish and do nothing kind of people, right? You get to decide where it stops. You get to decide that, okay, this is actually ridiculous the way I've been thinking about money. I'm going to stop that. And look, don't get me wrong. You're probably sitting there going, well, Carla, like that's easy to say when you've got money, right? Like if you're sitting there going, well, I'm broke as fuck. I'm struggling to pay my bills. I have got my business and I'm putting stuff out, but no one's buying. I know it's easy to feel good when the money's there. It's easy to feel good when the money's flowing. But the thing is, what actually counts are those internal shifts, those actions, those behaviors when no one is watching you. Who are you when no one is watching? What are all of those unseen hours that you are putting in to better yourself? To shift your beliefs, to build inner confidence, to build inner self-trust, respect, elevate your self-worth. That's what money mindset work is. If you want more money, work on that. Work on you. Release the ego. I believe it was Robin Sharma that said, a bad day for the ego is a good day for the soul. You need to drop the struggle that you have around money. Money doesn't have it over you. You have placed money on a pedestal so that it feels like it has it over you. But in actual fact, like if you look at a coin in front of you, if there's a coin or a note, is that harming you? Just like a physical pen, is that harming you? Is it benefiting you? Like it's just sitting there on the table. It's a gold coin. Is that gold coin going, you're not really worthy of having me. Just leave me sit here. Leave me for someone else because maybe they will appreciate me more, you know? No, it's a physical coin. It's just sitting there doing nothing, just minding its own business because that's where you've plonked it and doesn't have legs. You know what I mean? So it's just a thing. It's more about finding your purpose in life and how you can be of service to others, how you can make someone else's day, how you can teach someone, guide someone, lead someone, activate someone. Reaching your potential in a way that always has pure intentions is where your $1,000,000 movement comes from, is how you create the most abundant life, is how you manifest everything that you've ever desired in your life. That is where it starts. When you commit to shifting your inner belief systems and becoming the woman that you dreamed of, that's when you begin to shift the frequency to literally step into the woman that you always dreamed of, which will in result return with everything you ever dreamed of. So when you commit to doing the inner work and shifting your inner belief system, evolving your own identity, you will shift into the frequency of the woman that you have always dreamed of and become her. Your highest self is already out there. She exists. She's waiting for you to step up and rise. But you need to be committed to doing the inner work. Be committed to showing up for yourself when no one's watching. They don't even know what you're doing. To become an overnight success takes repetition, consistency, discipline. Motivation is fleeting. You cannot wait for motivation. It is fleeting. Money mindset work is all around your attitudes, your thoughts, your beliefs, your opinions of your own worthiness, your judgment, and your behaviors around money and people who have less or more than you. It is not about a physical tool that is money itself, the gold coin on the table, the $50 note. It is your own thoughts, beliefs, and opinions about it, your attitudes about it. Swap out the word money for pen, and you will start to notice the difference. When you hear yourself saying things like, I need more money, I don't have enough money to pay these bills. Just think, well, what if we paid our bills in pens? What would you do about that? There's no emotional charge there. The scarcity loop is something that continues on, but it is your behaviors and your actions and your discipline to shift them. And repetition is what shifts them. Repetition is what changes your belief system, is what builds self-trust, self-confidence. And that is what changes your life. And that is what money is all about. Money is a tool. It is a resource. You think about native people that still live on the land, that don't work, they don't need any of that. They don't have money. They have food and crop and livestock and all of that, which is what we used to have. And then we created a currency. And then we created societal conditioning that came with that. Then we came with hierarchies around rich and poor and lower class and middle class and upper class and all these different classes. Everyone started to get categorized. But if we just for a moment sat back and thought, well, why am I placing myself in any of those boxes? I know money is something that everybody needs, desires, wants, especially to live a full life and to experience everything, because that's just the way it is now, right? But it is just a tool. At the end of the day, it is just a tool. And you get to decide what emotion you attach to it. Just remember, everything you desire and deserve is just on the other side of your own resistance. So keep moving forward. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I would absolutely love it if you could please leave me a 5-star review and let me know your thoughts. Remember, everything you desire and deserve is just on the other side of your own resistance. So take that next step.